G'day and welcome to our season number 8 with Heidenheim, the underdog story, and taking on the big boys of Germany and Europe. And yeah, here we are. As I say, it's season 8. We had a very eventful season 7, losing the Pokal final, but winning the Europa League again and getting us into the Champions League. Again, not that we needed to, because we finished well in the league, well in the qualification zones. But the transfer madness, well, that just keeps on going. Financially wise, we're getting better and better. But last couple of seasons, transfer wise, has been absolutely and utterly mental. And I'm trying to keep a stable squad, but as you'll see here, I'm struggling to do that, because obviously being a smaller squad and having larger than life players, successful players who are playing internationally now, but also winning a couple of European titles and qualifying for the Champions League, is obviously putting a label on these guys, and the bigger teams are now starting to look and go, perhaps we could start getting some of these guys in. And that is exactly what happened last season, and it's what's happened this season as well. Made 92 million all in all, and sadly the biggest one was Omerodium. I knew I wouldn't be able to hold on to him forever, but Spurs came in with a very big offer. And to be fair, the 4 seasons that he was at Heidenheim, I expected more from him. Okay, yeah, he was averaging 14-15 goals a season besides this one where he got injured, but even still I was expecting more. So I thought, okay, yeah, it's time to go. 75 million in total. Another couple of players went out. Bondar, I just let go because he's over the age of 30 now. That's just one of those things I like to move the players on. That's my own personal preference. Emmanuel Ferrai, who was in and out of the side for the last couple of seasons, was getting really upset. So moved him on as well for 15 million to Saudi Arabia. And a lot of loans for a couple of players who I would have liked to have kept around, but they wanted the game time. So especially Nedljakovic, who at the time of filming this actually has just signed for Aston Villa in real life. So he's one to watch out for. Linus Gekter, he's gone on loan to Mainz. Roger Fernandez has gone after 1 season on loan to Marseille, and I will tell you why, because his stats for last season were really good. Overall, 8 goals, 6 assists, only 15 starts, 21 off the bench, good average rating. But even though it says he's a fairly professional winger, he isn't. He kept wandering off, he kept going AWOL. He had a couple of AWOL issues, his teamwork is really low, so he was starting to annoy the other people in the squad. So I got him moved on, and I think in his contract, after 20 matches, Marseille have to pay me 25 million. So, as well as the loan fee, I've done pretty well out of that, I think. But yeah, as I say, the rest of them are just youngsters going out to get more first team experience. Now, obviously being in the Champions League, I still wanted a decent sized squad, even though a lot of players had gone out. So I invested the money. And to start off with, I wanted a backup striker. Marcus Thuram was there for a free. He signed on a 1-year contract. A little bit sloppy on my part. I should have got him on a 2-year contract, but there you go. He'll do for a backup at the moment, because trying to find an actual striker who was going to replace Omerodium was actually proven to be a little bit difficult. So I decided to bulk out the squad a little bit and rest my hopes on Iran Kunda being played up front, potentially. I don't know about that. Lucas Bergvall, Swedish midfielder from Leipzig, I brought in. Buonanni from Union Berlin, bought him on the cheap. Brazilian centre-back, Regen. Might send him out on loan, potentially, at some point. He's got 5-star potential, so he could prove to be another absolute world-class player. Another Regen, Felix Abdul, Nigerian right-back. Nedljakovic going out the door. So I wanted cover for, what's his name, Benato. So brought him in. Then I wanted somebody else to play out on the wings, along with Buonanni. And I brought in Elise from Southampton for 15 million, and I thought that was a really good signing. Actually, I'm very happy with that. He's a good player on this. He's a very good player. My boy. I brought him in. I got him eventually. I was going to get him at one point. I was absolutely determined. And his value dropped. But after a couple of seasons at Leipzig. I think he's there for 5 years. But he wasn't really playing. So his value dropped down. Because I think when initially he moved there, he was like 40, 50 million. So I went in, 16.5 million. Got him. I was like, thank you. Thank you for that bargain of the century. Because I know how good this guy can be. And then I wanted somebody to not replace Gutierrez at left back, but I wanted somebody who was going to challenge him and potentially replace him. Destiny Udogie. Great left back on this game, and overall I was very, very happy with this. Couldn't believe Barcelona wanted to let him go for 29 million. I was there to snap it up. I'd already made the money there, so yeah, by all means. I can't remember if there were any more. Oh yeah, that was the other big one. In June, that Datro Fofana has gone as well. West Ham must just have a line into my bank account because they keep on buying my players. But yeah, Fofana's gone as well. I couldn't stop him. He wanted to leave. That's why I had to get the left wingers in, because he left. I was kind of annoyed at that, but I got my money out of him. 3 seasons, he did very, very well, and I got a good price for him at 77 million. So I can't really complain at that, and I don't think I brought anybody else in. No, I didn't. Nope. So the squad as it stands, tactically wise, if I show, now we are into season number 8, our best 11 without restriction is looking something like this. We have Heidel in goal, Goose and Mosquera centre back, Bernardo and Udogie there, Baliba is our defensive midfielder, Altamirano and Puentes. Puentes still wants to leave, but I couldn't sell him again. Nobody wanted him, so I'm stuck with him. I'm quite happy with that. He's still a good player. Diaz and Alisi on the wings, and Iran Kunda up front. So we have good squad depth out of it now as well. So I'm hoping that this is going to be a good season, because competitions wise, now the season has gone on a little bit, we actually won the Super Cup again. So we did get a little bit of silver, and we beat Man City again. I couldn't believe it. I really could not believe it. But I'll take it. It's another little bit of silverware. But Champions League, League and Pokal. For me, Champions League qualification is the most important part. If we can win something like the Pokal, brilliant. If we can't, it's no great bother. Staying in the Champions League is the main priority. Don't think I've got anything on the staff side to show you guys. My assistant manager is still the same. It's still Kreutzer, who I just actually brought in because I sacked my last one. Well, I think did he get poached? I can't remember now off the top of my head. So I'm going to simulate the season. Back in a couple of seconds to see what happens. Fingers crossed. Oof. Well, did it by 4 points, but we're still so far off the pace from Bayern, Leipzig and Dortmund. It is ridiculous. I don't know how I'm going to close this gap yet. Yeah. This has proven to be a lot tougher than I thought it would be. I thought by now, but being the end of season 8, I might actually be challenging these guys. Nope, not at the moment. Quick look at the financials. Looking very nice after a good, hopefully good Champions League run. Oh. Runner-up at the Pokal again. 2 years on the bounce. Who did we lose to this time? No, Dortmund. They did the double. Bayern Munich 1 year, Dortmund the next year. At least we did get a little bit of silverware there. Knockout playoff round by Bayern Munich. So we did well in Champions League. I'm quite happy with that. Let's have a look at the league phase. Finished 20th. Okay, that's not too bad. Qualifying for it again. Yeah, I'm quite happy with that. Squad-wise, that's where we compared to last season where we had Fofana and Omarodian and Iran Kunda. scoring the goals for us. That's where we've been let down. Looking at it, Elise did well. He had a very good season, in fact. 8 goals, 10 assists. Aaron Kunda, 16 and 8. Wedrego, good first season, 13 and 6. So all in all, not too bad from that. But I've got a lot of wanted to get. Oh dear me. Well, I wonder what season 9 is going to hold. If you're enjoying this series, please leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel. I would really appreciate it. I'm targeting in the next couple of months to at least reach 50 subscribers, so please help me do that. And I will see you guys in the next episode. Season 9 is on its way. Hopefully we can progress a little bit more. I'll see you then.